Okay, so what I've learned in this quarantine sort of time is that it makes us all act in ways that we maybe never expected to. You know, when this all started, it made us all, unite, and it's just let us all take a wee breath. Let's relax a bit, let's chill, let's take a step back and let's spend time with family and concentrate on ourselves and concentrate on our health. And a lot of that, made a lot of people watch films and watch TV shows and listen to new music and be creative. And a lot of people have found themselves relying on nostalgia. I'm a big nostalgia guy. I love looking back at good times. I have lots of vlogs and video clips of my life over the past 5 or 6 years. I love looking back at them and doing things with them and editing them and that sort of thing. And I love watching old stuff, old wrestling, old movies and TV shows and that sort of thing, especially in this downtime we've all been in the last 11 weeks or something. That's something that's really brought everybody together. And a couple of days ago, really, or last week, I did a live stream here, a quarantine live stream. There are a few of them. Please tune in if you ever see me live. It's always a lot of fun to get to chat, I did a live stream and basically someone asked me about video games. People asked me, are you going to be playing, The Last of Us 2 or are you going to get a PS5 when it comes out or whatever the question was. And it made me go into this kind of tangent about why I don't play video games. And I kind of made that an individual clip and uploaded it separately because I thought it might stir some, conversation. And it did. It was really cool. Got some nice feedback, got some dislikes on that one too, because people obviously love games. Gaming is such a massive thing these days, and these days has always been such a big thing and has always meant so much to a lot of people. I've never been one of those guys. I've never really been a big gamer. I like, some games and stuff. I've played the wrestling games, I've played the Star Wars games and maybe some FIFAs and Maddens and NBAs and that, but in terms of The Last of Us or Red Dead Redemption or GTA or Call of Duty or what, never really been my thing, just because I've never been very good at them. I've always preferred to watch movies and watch wrestling in that time rather than play the games because they will take hours to do. However, my favourite console of all time was a PlayStation 2. And in this kind of, downtime, as I was talking about being, nostalgia being a big thing, I was looking on eBay at old consoles and I had two in mind. I was thinking of either buying a PS2 or buying a GameCube, because in my life I've been very lucky. I had, the updated PlayStation whenever, but I'd never had a GameCube and always wanted a GameCube. So I was thinking maybe, why not just buy one? Now we're in this quarantine time. We're coming to the end of it, but we're still in quarantine. I'm not going to be working for another 2 months at least, So I thought maybe get a GameCube, first time ever. But I've got a Wii sitting there. The Nintendo Wii is compatible for, GameCube games. All you need to do is buy the controller. So I thought maybe somewhere down the line I'll buy a controller. But what's been on my mind a lot recently because of my podcast, the Wrestling Connection podcast, if you don't know, about a podcast about wrestling, about how wrestling connects everybody. One of the episodes we did was wrestling video games and how wrestling games have always brought people together. It's always brought me together with my friends who've also been wrestling fans. And it just made me think, I've been thinking about old wrestling games for, the past couple of weeks since we did the episode, and been looking at stuff online, gameplay videos, playthroughs, that sort of thing. I just had this itch to buy a PlayStation 2. So yesterday I bought a PS2, 45 quid shipped in decent nick, it comes in this big silver case, which is really nice and lots of padding. I guess I'll get to see that first time when it arrives, but from the pictures it looked good. And it came with 2 controllers and 2 memory cards. And I was thinking that's such a good deal because I would have to buy, like the controllers and stuff like that separately. So the fact that it all comes together, that's a big deal, and that's really cool, and it's going to make it special. I went and bought a PS2. In the hope, the main reason I bought it was for nostalgia because I wanted to play it and I've kind of been in this mood recently. But I'm also hoping that it maybe reignites my interest in games and my love for gaming and that sort of thing. Because I used to be a big gamer, but I used to play games all the time. And, it'd be a daily thing for me, whether it be the wrestling games or whatever, or Star Wars Battlefront and stuff. Simpsons Hit and Run. Hopefully this maybe reignites my love for it and I'll maybe go into getting, The Last of Us or Red Dead Redemption or the PS5 when it comes out or whatever. Because these are games I know I would love because they're right up my street, but I don't know. I've never pulled the trigger on it, so maybe through this, this PS2 voyage that I'm going to go on for the next couple of weeks and months, maybe then this will or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just make me realise that I just love the PS2 and want to be, a big nostalgia guy, as I said. So it might just be a good thing there. Made me go and look at all my old PS2 games. Not all of them, but some of them. So I have them here. I have ordered the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith PS2 game, which I don't have any more, that I really liked. I've ordered that one. I ordered the ECW Hardcore Revolution game, which I've always wanted but never had. I'm looking for WCW NWO Thunder If anybody knows how to get one cheap, there's one on eBay for like 15 quid, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that much on a PS1 game. But I do want to get WCW Thunder, and I want to get WWF Warzone, because I've never had those ones. I believe I bid for the Attitude one on eBay, but that doesn't end for another 5 days. But here's the one. This is it. This is the main game. This has been my favourite game of all time. The one I played on a daily/weekly basis when I was younger. Simpsons Hit and Run. And I never had it in the Platinum Edition. I always had it in the original when it came out. And I remember the day I bought it. You know, I was so excited. I think I got it out of like a random store, like maybe a Staples or something. And the disc was beat up, like it was so scratched and it just wouldn't work. I think I actually got stuck on level 2, the Bart level. I believe it got stuck and you couldn't get past it. So I believe I must have bought this version, this Platinum version, in, you know, a CEX or That's Entertainment or something like a used or a charity shop, something like that in the past 7-8 years or something. I just don't remember. But then I looked at it and the disc is an awful shape, like it's so scratched. So I'm hoping that maybe I did buy it from CEX, the disc is scratched but it still works, you know, that's the only thing. So this was the main thing I wanted to play on a PS2 again, because it's so nostalgic for me. It's my favourite game ever. So I'll be picking this one, or I'll be putting this one into the PS2 when it arrives next week. So I can't wait for that, and I will complete it this time, because now I'm older, I feel like I'll have more patience with it, I'll be better at it. I'm going to complete Simpsons Hit and Run. Also as this one, Simpsons Road Rage, an equally amazing game. This one's a little bit easier to play because it's not so much objective based, it's more about just the fun of picking people up and dropping them off. We have Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I believe I preferred the prequels one, but I don't know what it is, I just have the original trilogy one. But yeah, again, so nostalgic seeing Han Solo on there. Sorry about the lighting and stuff, but seeing Han Solo on there and Luke, and you know, I don't know if you can see this picture of Vader on the back there, kind of wearing the Princess Leia golden bikini. That was, you know, a really nostalgic thing for me, so I'm looking forward to getting back to that. Plus all this Revenge of the Sith one, as I said. Star Wars Battlefront 2, my favourite, you know, shooting game ever. So that's going to be a lot of fun, you know, going back to that one. Now San Andreas sits here, and I've played San Andreas, but never properly. I never sat down and tried to play all the modes and stuff because I was too young, you know, when it came out. So now I'm older. I'm going to play San Andreas. I'm looking forward to that. And then we have my PlayStation 2 wrestling game collection here. That we talked about them all on the podcast, man. SmackDown, just bring it. SmackDown, shut your mouth. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown vs Raw. SmackDown vs Raw 06. It's got something on it from when I was younger. I think it's like cake batter or something. I don't know. It's confusing. SmackDown vs Raw 7. SmackDown vs Raw 7. Legends of Wrestling. Showdown, Legends of Wrestling 3. And Backyard Wrestling 2. There goes the neighbourhood. So, going to play all these, man. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I'm looking for WCW Thunder. If you know a way to get it, let me know. WWF Warzone, WWF Attitude, the ECW Hardcore Revolution one is coming, and the Revenge of the Sith game is coming, and there's a good chance I'll buy a few more. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be a journey I'm going to go on. Hopefully that I'll be able to share with you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this will reignite my love for gaming, and I can maybe play some actual real games, you know. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know your favourite PS2 game of all time here on CM42 TV, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at CM42 TV. Thanks so much, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all next week when the PS2 arrives. Hurrah!